Hello, welcome to another video from 10x Investor Education. In this video, I'm going to talk about a small biotech company known as Voyager Therapeutics. The symbol is VYGR. Okay, so if you look at here, this is a small company. If you look at the 3-year chart, it's almost like a $28 company 2 years back or one and a half year back. Now it went all the way down to $2.50, and slowly it's getting back and coming back to $6 now. And if you look at here 1 month chart, the stock is up almost from $3 to $6. So the Voyager stock doubled in a month. Okay, so I would like to go into details what is happening to the Voyager Therapeutics, why the stock is exploding in last 1 month and 3 months. So let's get into the details into Voyager Therapeutics. So first of all, these kind of companies are not for everyone. These are very risky, but as I said in my previous videos, I invest companies like Berkshire, which are big value companies. At the same time, I also look for companies that are actually very undervalued and which have been beaten down and has a potential for a long-term hold. So certainly if you are holding Voyager, you certainly saw how it can go from $2 to $6 to $28. So if you look at here, so this is very, as I said, this is a tiny $200 company even after doubling in last 1 month. So what is this Voyager Therapeutics company? We'll get into the details and then we'll go into some of the articles regarding why the stock has been going up like this crazy. Okay, so first, so Voyager Therapeutics. So about us, diseases of brain affects more than 200 million people, manifesting at all ages and stages of life, and many of us know someone with a serious neurological disorder. At Voyager, we are working on onlook of enormous promise of gene therapy that has treating these serious conditions. First of all, I am big into investing into neurological disorders. Okay, so because growing as you can see, a lot of people you see across millions of people around the world in next couple of years will have these problems, and hardly any, very few companies are discovering drugs, and there are very few drugs. So any drug that can treat the disease but not having a very long side effects will have a huge success long term. So this is the success of Voyager Therapeutics. So if you look at here, she Charlotte Chung, I'll get into her details in a minute. She's the lead scientist and she has been working for a couple of years at Voyager. So what they are doing, so if you look at here, to develop and deliver life-changing gene therapies to people around the world. This begins with the commitment of excellence to research and development. So what they have been doing here is, okay, so their main product is novel AAV capsids born from Voyager RNA-driven tracer screening platform. So as you guys know, very few RNA companies having a lot of success in last couple of years. One is Moderna. So similar platform, but their RNA driven tracer program, what they are trying to do is they developed capsids born out of this tracer program, and these capsids are being used to target a lot of neurological diseases, and a lot of big companies like Pfizer and Novartis are signing up and giving these companies millions of dollars for deliveries of these capsids. Okay, so this is the main company behind Voyager Therapeutics. This is the one that is driving revenue right now. So whole promise to target desired cells and tissue with a greater specificity at lower doses and with fewer off-target risks than conventional AAV serotypes. So tracer capsids power internal product development and external partnerships with the goal of elevating a field of gene therapy to its highest potential. So basically, the tracer RNA driven capsids, which is driven by gene therapy, are being targeted to solve the problems of neurological problems. Okay, so as I said, so Ms. Cheng is with Voyager. She's a director and chief scientist for the last couple of years, and she's a postdoc fellow from University of Penn, which is an Ivy League university. Okay, so what is triggering Voyager stock to double in less than a month or triple in less than 3 months? So let's get into the details of that. So Voyager Therapeutics. So if you look at here, Voyager Therapeutics was delivering like $120 million revenue just a year back, but got slumped to $2.20. It got down, they lost their revenue year back because of multiple reasons. That's the reason why stock went down from $27 to $2. So now if you look at what is happening to the stock, so they have two major partnerships going on. Okay, so this stock could be a very potential takeover target. Like Pfizer bought a lot of companies recently. So now what is this company could be a small company, could be easily takeover target. Okay, so if you look at here in October, Voyager has agreement with Pfizer. So Voyager Therapeutics stock source on license option packed with Pfizer. So what did they do? Voyager will receive, so basically on the terms of the agreement, Pfizer will have a right to evaluate novel capsids selected for the central nervous system and cardiac tropisms from the Voyager tracer platform. Okay, and Voyager will retain global rights to all licensed capsids for use with transgenes and all the applications of tracer technology. Voyager will receive a $30 million upfront and receive up to $20 million in exercise fees for two options. And in addition, the most important thing you need to understand is Voyager will be eligible to earn up to $580 million in milestone payments. So it's not going to be overnight, next couple of years, and if they show the progress, certainly this is like $500 million revenue for a small company, like a $200 million company for Voyager. So this is one big Pfizer, and this is the announcement, $630 million gene therapy deal, Voyager, and this is exactly what I just mentioned right now. Okay, so and if you look at here, so another deal recently happened last week. So Voyager Novartis signed a worth up to $1.7 billion deal. So this is much bigger than Pfizer deal. And if you look at here again, exactly for the same thing, gained 16% stock. Novartis will pay 54 million. So they are paying much more than Pfizer. So basically these big companies are fighting for Voyager's technology. That's the reason why I'm saying this company could be easily takeover target in next couple of months or a year. So Novartis will pay 54 million upfront to license Voyager's novel adeno-associated virus known as AAV capsids for use with the gene therapy it is developing. There are several additional milestones included in the deal that would bring the total value up to $1.7 billion. So in Pfizer case, it's $600 million extra revenue, whereas in Novartis case, they could make as much as $1.7 billion if they can deliver what they are supposed to deliver. So these are the two main factors that is driving Voyager Therapeutics stock in the last couple of weeks. So again, another one, they announced quarter results on the same day. Reported a quarter earnings results on Tuesday, March 8th. So Voyager Therapeutics estimated earnings beat that by 150%, reporting earnings per share of 15 cents versus the estimate of a negative 32 cents. So that's the reason why they had 146% beating. So revenue is up by $21 million for the same period last year. So imagine a small company with usual biotech companies of this size, they don't make $20 million per quarter, but they made a $21 million revenue in just a quarter. And I would imagine, they could come back to, $100 million revenue next couple of quarters in 2022. That could take Voyager price target to anywhere between $10 to $15 easily if the stock is not bought over by that time. So if you look at here, so this is their news release for their last week 2021 financial operating results. So they talked about both. I talked about based on the tracer next generation AVV capsids, and this one they're talking about Pfizer agreement in October, as well as the Novartis agreement recently. So basically, and they have cash runaway extended 2024 with $24 million agreement upfront payments from Novartis and Pfizer. So they don't. So this is not going to be a micro cap stock that is going to go bankrupt. So because first of all, they could issue a lot more shares, and upfront payments from Novartis and Pfizer, they have close to 2 years of cash in the bank. So we are pleased with the value created by Tracer Capsid Discovery Platform by two major license agreements with Novartis and Pfizer for the target specific access to highly differentiated capsids, which afford us opportunity to expand the impact of technology. So it's not just these two companies. The companies who are making drugs in this sector have more potential to make partnerships with this Voyager Therapeutics. So target specific license option agreement with Novartis expands the application of, so it's not just tracer but also expands the option. So Voyager will receive 54 million upfront and entitled to receive up to 37 million exercise fees for 3 at the initial CNS targets exercisable by Novartis within 12 months of signing. In addition, Novartis may elect to evaluate capsids for up to additional targets and $18 million upon selection of each target. And so this basically tells you is several $1 million of revenue for 2022 and the high potential stock to go up. So this is the reason why basically Voyager did excellent quarter and year over year for the year, and these two partnerships making it a potential takeover target for Voyager Therapeutics. So certainly, as you can see here, this is not a zero revenue company. If you can look at the valuation, basically it is, yes, price to sales ratio is not too expensive for such a micro cap. That's the reason why it is a small cap value. It's 5.6, and there is potential for this price to sales go down, and then they might make profit actually. So this is the reason why the stock went up so much last 1 month and 3 months. Hopefully you like the video. As I said, this is not everyone who has a larger potential for volatility and appetite for volatility, such as between $2 to $7 in less than 2 months. Only those kind of people should invest. The good thing with the stock is you could get like a 20% premium on covered calls at 100% stock upside. So if you buy the stock today at $6, you can sell covered calls for $12 for 6 months, and you can get 20% premiums. That's how you take some of the risk of that table, or you could write $4 or $3 puts at the same time. So certainly these micro cap stocks are manipulated by a lot of hedge funds. So you have to be really careful at what price you are buying. But again, as I said, you need to have an appetite, go down by 50% or go by 200% for this kind of stocks. So hopefully you like my video. If you like the video, please click the like button. Let me know what you think about Voyager Therapeutics. Thank you.